Hey y'all, welcome in or welcome back to the Monster Meadow. My name is Meadow and today we are unboxing the new Beetlejuice Waiting Room 2-pack Skullector. I was originally really excited for this 2-pack. I mean, I still kind of am, but I mean, right off the bat, I already have some nitpicks. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and take a closer look at these two before we break them out of the box. Alright, here is the main box. At the very top, you have Beetlejuice. And then at the bottom, Monster High Skullector and Mattel. Turn it to the side, Beetlejuice. The back, just this picture of a gate. It's been a hot minute since I've watched the Beetlejuice movie, I'm not gonna lie. So I might not immediately get all the references. But yeah, other side, a stock photo of Miss Argentina and the magician's assistant. And then this is a new thing that they did for this release, and I hope it's not permanent, but this is one big sleeve, which I hate. You know, with the sleeve, if you want to pick the box up with the sleeve, you have to like squeeze the sides in so that the box doesn't fall out of the sleeve. But yeah, now that the sleeve's off, here is Miss Argentina and the magician's assistant. You have Monster High Skullector at the very top. Sorry, this box is tall. There. Beetlejuice at the bottom, and Mattel in the bottom right. On this side, we have a pic of Miss A. And then on the back, Miss Argentina and the magician's assistant. Afterlife waiting room reminders. If you don't have an appointment, please take a number. A receptionist will be at your disservice in a few eons. Before getting comfortable, make sure you have the handbook for the recently deceased on your undead person. Refrain from staring at the smashed, incinerated, or skull shrunken. It's impolite. Swapping weight numbers with fellow tortured souls is frowned upon. Resort to trickery at your own risk. Any questions to change your outfit will be in vain. While it's preferable to be all dolled up when you bite the big one, not everyone can meet their untimely demise in fishnets and heels. Ghosts must spend their 125-year afterlife on Earth looking as they did when they left it. No exceptions. While you wait, feel free to admire the foreboding artwork. Read something unpleasant, or stare into the abyss, contemplating the infernal bureaucracy that permeates every aspect of death. And then, just at the very bottom, Monster High Skullector. And then, the magician's assistant. At the top, a little window to peek in. I get that they did that for the sleeve, but I don't like the sleeve. I really don't. And then the bottom here, you have Mattel, Warner Brothers, and then JCX58. And yeah, that's the Waiting Room 2-pack in its box. Let's go ahead and take it out now. Alright, let's go ahead and get these two out of their box. So, like I was saying with the sleeve, you have to, like, squeeze the box so it won't come out, because the minute you don't squeeze it, I hate the sleeve. Can we get rid of the sleeve? Another thing I don't like is this. We have to open it like a regular box. The other Skullector boxes were so much easier to open because you just took the plastic out and then took the cardboard out and cut them free. But now you're telling me I actually have to open the box? It's like we've gone backwards in innovation, because this is how the early Skullector boxes were, where you had to open them like at the top. Am I gonna have to cut the bottom open? No. So, yeah. I don't like this box. I don't. And it's especially inconvenient for people that keep the Skullector boxes. Like me. Because how am I supposed to move this around my closet easily? I don't know why they changed the box, but I wish they didn't. Here they are. So, of course, on the back is your certificate of authenticity. Monster High Skullector x Beetlejuice. This certifies that your Monster High Skullector, Miss Argentina, and the Magician's Assistant dolls materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel. And once again, no signature. I like when these have signatures. It feels a little more personal, you know? And then at the bottom is the stand that you are given. The one stand. They tried to advertise by saying that you get 2 stands because the couch is one. No, that's a sit. That's a sit. This is a stand. We get 1 stand. And a sit. That's what that is. Rubber band. And they did change the bag for the stand base and waist clip. So it's a paper bag instead of plastic. So here's the one stand that you were given. Oh. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Alright, the girls are free, but the couch is not. You have to deal with these on the bottom. There's 2 of them. Just one's behind this tab. So let me try and figure that out. Okay, that wasn't too hard. You pull this side up and it pops out. You can see a little peg that was stuck in. So you pull this up and then you turn this and pull. Of course, after you get the tape off of it. I saw some people saying, so what, do you just have to tear the entire box to get the couch out? Apparently not. So you just... You lift this, turn, and pull. No ripping the box necessary. So, here is the back of the box. I guess let me put this back in. Alright, the box without the girls. And then here's the couch for $100. You get an unfinished sit. Okay. I need to finish getting the plastic off of these 2. So, here is the magician's assistant. She has the same, I guess, gimmick, if you would call it, as Corazon, where she is cut in half. You can put her back together. She has a little spine as the peg. And her top and bottom do have, like, jagged edges from where she was cut in half. And she even has, like, what's supposed to look like blood on her bottom half. I feel like her object heels could have worked if they were both saws and the saw was flipped the other way. I don't know, I just don't really like how the heel is angled inwards. I feel like that would be a little complicated to walk in. I mean, obviously these are dolls, no one's actually walking in these heels, but still. You gotta have a little realism. But yeah. Here is the magician's assistant put together. But of course, you won't be able to display her like this unless you have a spare stand somewhere. She also has her nails painted a reddish color, which is cute. I don't know why these two aren't on big sister bodies. I feel like they should have been, because they're grown women. But, oh well. Also, Monster High furniture is never tall enough. You have to, like, angle her feet. And then here is Miss Argentina. Unfortunately, her hair is Polly. I'm not sure about the magician's assistant, but she definitely is. Looks like her cape is removable. It has an elastic instead of being sewed onto her dress. She wears it under her arms with an elastic. And then you have this piece, which is the same thing the Elvira from last July had. This, like, collar. She does not have her marks on her wrists. But her body does have kind of a pearlescent sheen to it. So that's cool. Her arms and hands feel a little rubbery compared to the rest of her body. I actually do like her outfit. You know, it's definitely giving 80s. Her shoes, the object heels, I love that you can't see them from the front. Do you remember when Monster High was actually good at incorporating object heels into a shoe? You know, usually they were the same color as the sole of the shoe, and it kind of worked. Like, the object matched what the outfit was conveying. Now, it's just random movie references in a completely in a color that completely does not work with the outfit. Just slapped on the back of the doll's shoes. And also, yes, Monster High is very iconic because of their object heels, but not every doll had object heels. Like, some of the heels, I'm looking over here right now, some of these shoes just have heels with a fun design. It's not even an object. It's just cute. Like, how did we go from this to this? I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these two posed. Oh, yeah. Magician's Assistant comes with a bag. It's openable. If I don't drop it. It's supposed to be the handbook of the recently deceased. But yeah. I'm gonna get these two posed, and then we'll take a closer look at them, and then wrap this video up. Alright, here they are, the waiting room 2-pack. Magician's Assistant isn't getting a 360. I don't want to look at the back of that couch. But, yeah. I was really excited for these dolls. I am happy that we got them. I just wish the quality of the execution of them were better. You know, like finishing the back of the couch, maybe giving us a second stand, using Saran for the for Miss Argentina. Gosh. I'm going to get these two confused so often just because they have the same initials, M.A. But yeah. I like their outfits. I don't like their shoes. They're really cute though. I wish they were on Big Sister bodies. Oh, and Miss A has her nails painted too. I think they're the same shade of red as Magician's Assistant. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I feel like, especially on Instagram, when we get, like, leaks or official stock photos, and people are critiquing what they see, there's always those few comments that say, why does everyone always gotta hate? This is cute. And I feel like those people are the reason why we get the quality we get now. You know? The title of collector doll used to actually mean something. And apparently now it means slap $100 price tag on a 2-pack that should have been worth $50 at most. Because how are these two the same price as House of Wolf Claudine? You know, I get 2 dolls, it's gonna cost a little more than a single pack. But I feel like in the packs we do get 2 dolls, the quality is worse. You know, look at the Sanderson Sisters 3-pack. The quality of that was not the greatest. And they were, what, $150 retail? I don't know. I think we just need to be harsher with Mattel. Like, Obviously, if a doll's good, say so. If you think something on a doll is good, say it. Obviously, give the designers their flowers. But at the same time, give them your critiques. Because if we don't, then it's only going to be downhill from here. But yeah, those are my thoughts. And those are the dolls. I like them. I just wish they were better quality. Alright, that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and let me know. If you'd like to see more content between now and my next video, you can check out all of my socials linked in the description down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. And remember, don't be afraid to be yourself. Bye!